To the point where I have more to tell you. There are three major forces, four technically, I guess, amongst our force. We have a crusading force in the north. We have a holdout force in Cutthroat's Keep. We have an intermediary force down here in the south, towards the hollow fields in the Highlands. And we have a training force in the Twins. 4 forces. Now, I did not tell you this information, so you might deliver it for the execution. I tell it to you, so you have a heads-up idea. And perhaps make some reasonable captures.
I understand. Regardless how this turns out, it will not be said that Chaplain Bellamy was not someone that loved their country.
I do not mind being mocked, a traitor. I'm sure many are assuming such from a chaplain of my station. Let them think that. I am not here to leave a lasting mark on history by myself. I'm here to follow through with what I believe in. Betrayal, or allegiance, or whatever in between. And who knows, perhaps I am telling you all this information, leading you into some dastardly trap. Or perhaps I'm goading you with the information, knowing you will act upon it, impelling you to your own demise. That is always something I always find so entertaining being a follower of Seshab. You never know anything. But that's part of the dance.
The conspiracy.
Indeed.
Even if you're the one giving the information, you're not always 100% knowledgeable.
Indeed, perhaps I was lied to by the skies. Perhaps our force in the south is already captured. Perhaps this, perhaps that. Much as I would love to have many a mask like Motife Seshab, I can only muster a couple. And they are all on me. What's so special about me, boy, is that you cower in your non-knowing. You use that as an excuse. But perhaps the North will change that for you.
I'd rather not, really.
There it is again. The fear, the concern, the excuse. No,
I
this
agree,
boy,
but, you know.
the world does not take ignorance as an excuse.
Aye, but sometimes knowledge doesn't help either.
What Lyko said is true then. You are predestined to serve. So it shall be. He turns to you again. Be sure you're a good leader for that one.
That one was the right one to serve. Poised to Oriana.
I would write him a note with all the all the pieces I saw on the board. The fiery skull, the crew top human, grandfather redwood, the smirking star, and obviously the bishop. But I think they know which one that is. Also, smirking star, the skies, guys. Yeah.
He looks it over. The bishop is not us. If it were us, would we not have been right next to you on the board?
I mean, is this the entirety of your forces?
No, but there are no significant forces this far south beyond my own.
This might be solely non-prevention.
He turns around and goes over to one of the force. Well, yeah. What do you make of this? He looks it over. And they begin discussing back and forth. The Enlighteners are pretty obvious. They don't know if the starry-eyed smiling piece is a sky-related party, but it's not uncommon for elves to use proxies. The bishop, they figure, is the Maestro Acquisition Force to the northeast. Because it's not them, and that's the only thing that they can think of that can match that.
Oh. Interesting.
They're being pretty quiet. Can you guys roll me your perception?
Yeah.
If you want to eavesdrop on them.
Nah.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't.
Might as well.
And
I'm sure it's
Okay.
good information, but it
Be
doesn't
nosy,
feel
might
right.
as well.
Bruh.
okay.
Alright. So to Anushka and Oriana, they do describe that the grandfather redwood piece isn't going to be there for much longer.
Woof.
Hmm.
That they probably have like a couple more days.
Huh.
Maybe 4 at most. Maybe.
They mention why?
No. They know why. They don't need to tell it amongst themselves.
Oh, that's true. Right.
It's more of like an offhand comment, like, let's see, that is the grandfather redwood piece, so not for
Give
much
it-
longer, though. How long do you reckon? 2 days? 4 at most?
So then the question amongst Garth's head is, does he just want to blurt that shit out and ask why? I have a
well,
plus
if
0
it
charisma.
persuaded
How,
you,
that depends on you
you
guys.
said
How
you
much will you
would.
find good bedfellows amongst your enemy betrayer chaplain? That's the thing. He could be lying to you guys right now. I haven't heard you guys any of you guys roll an insight check yet. Not that you would have an easy time of it, of course. That's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Oriana's just kind of like staring at those two that were making the comments.
Yeah, I feel like when Anushka hears, oh, maybe
Alright.
2 days now, she's just like, mm.
Alright. Thank you, Roger. Chaplain. Alright. So that's he delivers out the pieces and what they probably correspond to and da-da-da-da-da. Like, it was definitely narrow-sighted if this is her only concern, but I don't think she was particularly attentive when she was making that board. And then, as if by some evil power, a strong breeze that carries a scent of flowers whisks through the camp. Touché.
But did I think Oriana's just like gonna say, did she actually say something there, or is that just inference?
One must infer when one works in faith, Oriana. That is how faith is. It is not always so clean and obvious. Amber gets a bright gleam to her eyes. Yu-Gi-Oh style. Chaplain. Yes, Amber. You said you knew stuff about us. That is true. Does that include me? Yes. Does that include her? Yes.
Wait, who's she pointing at?
You.
I
Since we're in such good company, can you divulge certain things about us? I know that you are very want for finding out about your fellow bedfellows. Not bedfellows, but, you know.
She's aiming for Anushka for that one.
Hush. This is a rather one-sided game. You are the only one asking. What do they get out of this exchange? Nothing, that's the point. Very, very blunt. Fair enough, fair enough. I do know things, but I am not at liberty to divulge them. Only use them in threat. Aw, what's... Can I bribe you? What do
do you
you have
have
to
that he
bribe them,
wants?
Miguel? I have this. And she holds up a very peculiar-looking coin. Yeah, you should save that for Cutthroat's Keep. Might find better value there. Go. Does it find value with you, though? No. Fine. She puts it away. How many of those do you have, Gal? I'm not at liberty to divulge that.
Hey, that's my line.
Very well. But definitely save those for Cutthroat's Keep, Gal. You won't find them there, but you might find some that are keenly interested there. Fair enough. Thank you for your wise counsel, Chaplain. You are welcome, Cal. So, is there anything else, my foes, in the field?
Yes. Would you have any inclination towards that? And gestures at the unconscious lady. I don't think we can exactly carry someone in full kit that's in a coma for a long while.
And we would.
Holy shit!
But if you could help.
Loud as shit! Oh, God!
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're like in a submarine.
Turn him down, hurry.
I know. Had him turned up like full as well.
Yeah,
I'm
be
doing
not
100%
afraid.
more. Oh, God.
No!
Yeah, my eardrums.
Good thing I took off my headphones.
Alright, you're good now, I guess. I turned you down, but... Oh, my
Oh,
God.
yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm having to go back and forth between doing
Nah,
a
that's
lot
all
of stuff
good.
today.
You
I'm
have
happy you're able to
priorities and that's
participate.
real life. It's fine. Don't worry.
I'm happy you're able to participate nonetheless. I know she is of House Armani. They are, what is the word? Oceanic Expeditionary Force?
Why the hell are they inland then?
I do not know.
Do you know how to make her not unconscious?
Time and rest.
Oh boy.
If you must bring her along, then merely make a stretcher or some sort. But I will say the traps are still there. And as I'm sure you'll notice, they do not discriminate targeting.
No.
Another thing you can thank the skies for, by the way. They're the ones that taught it to us.
Oh, that makes much more sense now.
Indeed. You guys are fighting a Black Ops force that have training from third-party international like survivalist scouts, spies, and assassins. Yep, nothing bad is gonna happen.
No, not at all.
No.
Wait, innocent.
But don't
Are we
worry,
at work
Orion.
up
If your
other
arms are too weak, you can rely on me.
No, it's a matter of endurance. I can carry her. It's just we don't want to be carrying her for exceptionally long.
Speak
Why
for
don't I
yourself.
just
Well, I think
summon a disc and put her on that?
aren't we going to try to wake her?
I was waiting for less people to be around.
Yeah,
Definitely.
but
You're right, Phil. We have things to do. Is there anything else?
Just grab a glass and raise it. Then to you, Chaplain. And to you, Black Force.
To you and yours. Holds up the teacup. Gods know you're going to need it. That wasn't a lie or deception. I still do believe you are outclassed and outmanned and in the wrong territory.
Always.
But I can applaud suicidal determination.
A challenge does not mean you turn away from it.
Exactly.
Okay, I have to ask, why does great-grandfather Redwood only have a few days? I'm not the persuasive one. I can't think of a fancy way to word this. Why?
Oh?
Looking at Bellamy, but also kind of like glancing over at Roger.
Roger's like right behind Bellamy because they're like,
Yeah.
Chaplain, we have to go. Well, it means exactly that, Oriana. The grandfather will fall by week's end, if not immensely earlier. We
What
are.
gives you that inclination?
Hello. What do you think? We're going to make it happen, of course. My other appointment for the day.
That's
Then if I can offer a little bit of tactical advice.
Let us hear it.
Great-grandfather Redwood is inert. His tribe will fall to time regardless, and they provide no combat capability.
Then there will be easy picking.
They will. Or they could be a distraction, because they already have many enemies.
Looks at the wildfire.
Now you're thinking like a session. When did I ever say we would be the ones doing the killing? That appointment awaits. I bid you all adieu. Good luck. Men, fall out.
I know I am the roll insight.
Roll insight.
Is it gonna be them?
Can I also roll insight? I feel like this is
Oh god,
concerned
I
with
don't
Oriana
have my
specifically.
mouse in my...
Don't suck.
Ooh.
So, anyways, about that
That's
nat one.
great.
Oriana knows jack shit.
Yeah. Great time for us to be average.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dog, you
Very
rolled like a
nice.
4 or 2. Damn.
Nice.
So we know shit all.
You don't think he's gonna be the one putting the blade in, no? Well, you guys will see. Probably. So, the chaplain and the Black Force leaves, leaving you all to your own devices. Although, from the fact that Lyko sent a gentle breeze of flower-scented wind at you guys amidst all this soot and fire, whether you're unnoticed is a different story. But she's had her fun,
No shot.
right? What would you guys like to do?
Well, I guess you don't have to worry about that seed so much anymore, Rihanna.
Yeah, that's true. Finally out of our hair.
If anything, I'm more concerned because it's a deal left
Have they-
unfinished and unable to be finished.
Well, yes, but the
Have they
dovetails
left?
deal.
They left.
You free?
Okay.
I don't. Is that how that? I don't do fate. I don't do Fell God dealings. I don't know if that's how that works.
That's how you got introduced.
More
to this world.
importantly,
Have any smell?
we should decide if we're moving.
Honestly, I think faster we get out of the place, the better. If we taken her along, just we find some way to move her.
We can take things slow, but I am inclined to agree.
Yes, if there are still traps, we should be cautious. And
To those of you that think your character plays a general sense of social awareness, not strictly to conversations, but just their immediate environment, roll me inside at disadvantage.
just have what social awareness? Do you mean?
Yeah, some social awareness,
Oh,
if you believe in that.
I'll take off guidance at the very least.
baby has no.
Yes, I do.
So maybe a shot in the dark. Okay, 16's not bad.
No, she don't.
I think that makes perfect sense for these results.
Yeah,
Fucking
Brendan's paying
24.
attention. He just doesn't understand anything.
You guys note that now that you guys have a quiet moment, you guys are just sort of deciding what to do next, packing up kit. It's from the sounds of it, you guys are moving, right? To Silas, Redane, and Oriana, you guys do note that Lambert pays a keen focus on the sleeping woman. Like, he's still doing stuff, but his gaze trails off and lingers on her. Like, it gets drawn over there before he shakes out of it and goes back to what he's doing. And then it repeats on different tasks in time. I'm gonna roll the same for Amber for comedic effect.
Get 20. Get 2 20s. Get 2 20s. Oh fuck.
We got a 19 on the
That's a
first
suck.
one. She's too busy.
19 and a 2.
You're too
Yeah.
busy looking at Anushka.
Yeah. That's my headcanon.
I ship it.
Anushka was bending to pick something up, and Amber was admiring.
Couldn't help herself.
Oh, yeah, of course. Nishka's like, I think is somebody looking at me? Turns around, nope.
It always
No.
feels like.
Somebody's watching me!
You know what it is?
Thank you.
Amber purposely knocked something over and said, "Oh, Anushka, could you get that for me?"
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's actually perfect.
So,
Just with the sleight of hand.
so, yeah, you guys catch that. By the by, though, what are you guys gonna do? What would you like to do?
I mean, should we address Lambert being sus like immediately or no?
Brandon was going to go check out the woman, but if you're going to do
Yeah, I was
shit,
going to ask if Brendan could do the detective magic-y thing he does.
I'm going to do like 4 different things until something works.
Yes, about that. Brendan, what do you make of this?
You know, there could be many deciding factors. It could be some sort of magic, some sort of curse